Hello, everybody, and welcome. I see King and Groucho have already said hi. Good evening, guys. I'm gonna give our attendants a few minutes to build up before I let everybody know some things going on around here. But I will be continuing where we left off last game. So, as you recall, we just killed the mercenaries here. I don't see anything that I left behind. So we have all their stuff.
Another sentry droid. The mercenaries must be using them to locate us. There's probably another patrol nearby. This won't take long.
I'm pretty sure I gave him the droid annihilator so that he would actually use it.
Yeah? Just say the word.
Okay, we've got us a robot here. Let me see if I can take a peek around the corner. I can. Go try and sneak up on them.
Mi racconta un verso avanzando dal Toronto. Se namarranze, wana confess, chin kalabuli, dod nerinterisa, kunikiti, teranasa farfasita, noido loco motokra, dona noci, ki pamuliras le motodwanga kumbiski, gonitranaga.
Wait, bounty? Why is there a bounty on your head? I don't think so. You'll have to come through me if you want to take the general.
Okay, well, being we have to fight right now anyway, get them up here. Ooh boy, he's a toughie too.
Let's settle this.
I could have sworn I had more med packs than that.
Ow!
This won't take long.
He is not as tough as his partner.
Let me handle this.
I don't have the healing ability, so I'd rather not use a med pack right now, though. Hope everyone is feeling okay this evening. Go ahead and save that. And I think I need to put my uniform back on to get the healing. Yeah. So let's put that on while we heal. Well, there's a few folks in here, so I'll get my mundane announcements out of the way. My real-life announcements, I should say. If I'm not my quite bubbly, cheerful self tonight, I had to put down one of my cats today, who suffered kidney failure. So, wasn't an easy decision emotionally, but it was the right decision. So, I hope y'all don't mind that I don't have as sharp a sense of humor as I normally do. But I do know that that's one of the things that being a pet parent is about, is watching them eventually go. Thanks, Barbarian. Other than that, everybody in the family woke up breathing, and, you know, there's nothing to complain about. And now my, my little fuzz bucket is off in a, he's no longer suffering, and we're no longer in a position of not knowing why he was being sick about the house, you know, so as they say, these things will pass. But let us continue the game, and I think that, you know, tomorrow's going to be a tougher day, because I have to tell my youngest daughter, who essentially was the cat's person, what happened, because she was away at work today and her phone died. And I'm not about to text her now that she's home from work. I'm going to talk to her face to face and let her know what happened. But for now, let us continue.
Everyone down!
Ooh. Set of gloves to go with that armor we found last week. And I'm already wearing a set of gel-shaped perception gloves. But I guess I could give them to one of the gentlemen. To increase his perception, because I'm pretty sure using blasters is based on perception.
Let's get this over with.
Thanks, Bradshaw.
More where that came from.
I love how they both just walk up right on my ass. You know, it's kind of primitive, the graphics in this game. But the fact that your feet splash in the water...
I always feel a sense of calm when I walk the surface of Telos. The Ithorians are truly amazing in their work.
Amazing at wasting the Republic's
I
credits,
mean, that's
maybe.
not bad for a
Now that you
game that
mention it, I think I
predates
feel it too.
2005.
The weight's been lifted off my shoulders.
Quiet. There's a large mercenary patrol up ahead. If we move carefully along the perimeter, we may be able to get by without their spotting us. We could cross along the shore, or head along the cliffs to the south. I'll follow close.
And if you look at the way that it's not splashing up here on the beach, but as soon as you step into the wet sand, it splashes. To me, that's pretty impressive use of computing from back in the day. An Arcanian blaster rifle. Wonder what that does. Oh, I have the droid oxidizer. I thought I gave that to one of the gentlemen. 4 to 15. +1. Yeah, I'll take that. And I'll give Big Beefy here the droid oxidizer. There it is. That way he has 2 choices of weapons. Nah, it's not gonna let them go around that way.
More where that came from.
Now, Atten is taking a beating for no good reason, because... I should be able to hit this thing.
Let's settle this.
This won't take long.
That took entirely too long. And now I need to wait for Wonder Boy to recover his health. Hopefully he is wearing the, No, he's not wearing the one that increases his health. No. We can up his health on our own. Let's increase that instead, because that's the life support packs and med packs. And if he uses it on somebody else, they check his skill, not the person he uses it on.
This won't take long.
And just like that, we're done with that thing.
More where that came from.
He's too far out to target, so he can't target us either. Although he might be close enough to see us now. Although, with him that far from his friends, we might be able to take him out. And that's experience. It doesn't hurt to gain a level before we run out of the zone. Nope, didn't get him isolated from his friends. Oh, I'm glad I ran up just in time to get hit by that grenade. Okay, keep an eye on his health.
This won't take long.
Now we only have one left. No, there's two of them.
More where that came from. Everyone down!
Let's get this over with.
Every bit of experience helps.
More where that came from. More where that came from. More where that came from. Time to even the odds. More where that came from.
Being we've already gotten past the mercenaries, let's not be stupid and die here.
Everyone down!
That's where we came from, if I'm not mistaken. That's the, Oh, it's not. Okay. I'm glad I came over and looked. More goodies.
The mercenaries have at least 2 hidden caches like this. We should keep our eyes open.
Another droid oxidizer. Good for when we run into more droids. Some more advanced, I needed those. And a life support pack. That's like the super health pack. That is probably all there is to find out here, because both those caches were in the same spot. Hi, Dalton. How's it going? Alright. Try this again. Let's... Stealth Field Enhancer.
Looks like a minefield up ahead. We can try and pick our way through, or take some time to disarm some and clear a path.
Yeah, I was already going to disarm them. Get out of range.
Just say the word.
Actually, he doesn't need to do that. He needs to switch to his droid oxidizer.
Get this over with. How do you like that?
I'm gonna guess they didn't like that. Yep. I bet he's going to talk to me as soon as I try and sneak away. Now that I can arm myself with a droid oxidizer. Try and keep the line of sight away from the people behind the droid.
Send your droid ahead. We've been spotted again.
And that means more mercenaries. I don't know about you guys, but I just can't wait.
We're close to the compound, so they'll be getting ready for us.
I think we're close to the compound, too. That means this entire place is probably on alert. So much for sneaking in.
No, actually, we're still sneaking because that droid never went anywhere. Pretty sure that's a droid right there, too. But that's a Twi'lek.
انت سكريم صوتشي نورتا هرم بين شوك ونديدا ومراما نيكودوس شين بالاموني دونينا شيوا كوتا وين بوركا نوشا واتما نوسو كوبابوتا برنتابا نين سوتشو.
Oh, there goes my sneaking up on her routine.
Let me handle this.
Could you do your best not to set off those mines? Oh, she's a droid master. So the droids are done.
Time to take you down to size.
Oh, it'd be best not to stand where they can grenade multiple targets.
More where that came from. More where that came from. That could have gone worse. Getting lots of stuff for the droid.
Okay, we're about to enter another area. As we go in there, I guarantee you, one of these guys is going to start talking to me and stop me from sneaking up on those guys. That's only a defense bonus of 1. That's a defense bonus of 3. Yeah, I'm gonna use the better armor, and I can hope that I don't need the regeneration. Okay, the Ichani shield is better. But I only have one of these. I have 2 of these. I keep finding these things laying around. Alright, stick with this because I have 2 of them now. If I need to restore, I can always go change that. The pheromone package does nothing, right? Just persuade and charisma. Not gonna help my combat. Tell me they're not gonna talk to me, and there we go.
There's the landing pad. There should be a computer terminal I can access from there. Looks like we're gonna have to find our way there, though.
Why do you say that?
What do we have here? The Jedi. Saves us the trouble of looking for you. Corin Fault did say you were dangerous. Maybe he does know what he's talking about. Why would I do that, when I can just as easily take them from your corpse? Fault hired me to keep everyone out of the restoration zone. You in particular. A grenade with your name on it, Jedi. Attack!
Okay. I need to spread out, so we're not all grenade bait.
More where that came from.
Get this over with. This won't take long.
Oh, I wonder what a disruptor rifle does. Jedi Knight robe. Let's find out what that disruptor rifle does. 1 to 10. The Sith Disruptor does 1 to 6. So I'm still using the best weapon at 4 to 15. Past the first group. So now we save. That takes him out of the picture. What doesn't make any sense to me, and it might for other people, is I cannot sneak around this way to get behind these buildings because of this little tiny rock that I can easily walk around. Because I know there's more guys just around the corner. This is one of the fights I remember from playing this back in 2005. I might be able to sneak past this ramp without fighting them. And get these guys over here.
Time to take you down to size.
Okay, that worked a little bit better than I had thought. Let's save that to a new slot. Save name size limitations. Well, they are mercenaries. It makes sense that they have credits. And that's the tough guys, but those turrets are a tough fight. Now what I could try and do is draw that fight over to us without setting off the turrets. By leaving these guys here. Going into sneak mode and tossing a grenade at them.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
Let's get this over with. Let me handle this. Let's get this over with.
Time to take you down to size.
Okay, I think at this point I kind of have to go with the healing power.
Let me handle this.
Or where that came from.
That worked surprisingly well. Wow. Oh, is this a Jedi Convention Center? My force points regenerate quicker than his health. Evening, Mark. How's it going, not my nephew?
More where that came from. More where that came from.
Well, I'm a big Predator fan, so I'll probably need to pick that up, Mark. Alright, I say we bum rush the Groucho, that makes complete sense for you. By the way, Groucho, YouTube has the History Channel's YouTube channel has added Life After People in the last couple of months, full episodes. Highly recommend it. If you've never seen it before, it's a great show.
Time to even the odds. More where that came from. More where that came from. Let's settle this.
Okay, neither of these turrets had any items. I've already emptied him. I think Life After People's big benefit for us is it gives us an example of how
Hopefully I'll be
realistic
able to access
Fallout
the
is.
shield network from this console.
You know, considering the
Good.
number of
It's
places that
functional.
are
And my passcodes still work. Now let's find your
unmaintained.
ship. The TSF probably thinks the ship was put down in the wastes, but they don't know the planet as well as I do. Telos' atmosphere has been turned into acidic vapor. Landing a ship in the wastes would be like sealing it in a hangar full of hungry miners.
I'd say there's probably an illegal landing site somewhere then.
So that means there's probably an unsanctioned landing site somewhere on the planet, still shielded, but not a restoration zone or other listed facility. That's why I need access to the shield network. Here, a small anomaly in the shield network's power grid. I'm not surprised the TSF didn't spot this. It's subtle, more like an error or random flux than anything suspicious.
Go ahead, Mark.
It looks like power is being drawn to generate a shield over a small area in the polar region, but nothing should be down there. Orbital cameras show nothing, just an empty mesa. That's a little tougher. According to the computer, a shuttle is currently docked inside the research facility. At least there was at last report, though that was months ago. I don't, but that's not going to stop me. I'm getting back to Citadel if I have to build a new ship myself.
That's decided then. We should get going.
There's one other
Thank
small
you for
problem.
sharing, Mark.
Recently, Zerka teams that were sent into the military facility have not been coming out. But it's not as though we have any choice.
There's a Lovecraft one that I can't remember the name of right now. That good lord, it's something like 18 hours. But if you like Lovecraftian horror, okay. Now, I happen to know there's gas traps in here. And looky there, I have a gas mask.
Been poisoned.
Let's go. This arm of mine isn't just for show, General. Stand back. The Zerka mercenaries were a little surprised when I broke my way out of my holding cell. The shields there were even weaker than these. After you.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
No reason to poison ourselves.
Feels like poison.
Good job.
Poison.
Yeah?
Before you die, open this door. Oh, that's just cheap.
Yeah? How do you like that?
More where that came from. Let's settle this.
Administrative ID card. Bet that opens a door. I'll look it up. It's probably not named Lovecraft. It's a but it is his work. Good night, King. Thanks for coming out. Hope you enjoyed the show.
More where that came from.
How do you like that?
Yeah, Mark, I'll look it up. It's in my played list. And you're in a bunch of the Discords I'm in. I'll post it in there and try and tag you.
Yeah?
He's supposed to be using his arm to open those doors.
More where that came from.
Last.
Time to take you down to size. More where that came from. Time to take you down to size.
Stop running off and doing your own shit. I don't want to hear it.
Guys,
Really?
everyone down. More where that came from. More where that came from.
I am using the droid oxidizer, right? I am. Turrets count as droids.
More where that came from. More where that came from. Let's settle this.
Okay. This is where I get to take the thing out of the miner uniform and put it into the armor I'm wearing. To help me heal. I don't have any scopes. Breakdown items. 26 of these. I can make... Those are expensive to make. Those are less expensive to make. Little less damage, but the reduction in dexterity makes them easier to hit anyway, so let's use that to our advantage.
Let's go. There she is, one orbital shuttle. Looks like it's in serviceable condition. That's all a moot point, though. The hangar bay doors are closed. I don't fancy flying the shuttle through solid metal, so I'd say we need to find a way to get them open. We'll also need to find the ignition codes for the shuttle, or else we'll have some trouble getting off the ground. If we get all that, I wouldn't worry about what shape this heap is in. I'll get it running.
Okay. If you look over here, if you've never played this game, spoiler alert, I can't open this door. And there's a giant killer droid on the other side of it. But guess what I've got? I have mines. Now remember, your own mines will never go off when you run through them. If he gets this far on either side, we'll put a deadly mine.
Poison. What's going on?
Well, before you die, you need to open that door for me.
How do you like that?
And now I can take off the breath mask. I can use that for a +1 wisdom. That's great for when I'm doing the persuade thing. But that's still the best one I think I get, is the targeting visor. That's good for when I need to do the sneaky stuff on computers. So, targeting visor it is. Reactor is off. I always feel like that this door in particular was put here so that they had room to build a lot more. See, that's not even a door on the map. I feel like they were going to build more and they never did.
More where that came from.
Just a random droid standing in a corner.
Tawancha morichiwa, mufalawa ni bobo wish. Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura. Tayaita, tabosananansata. Tonata biasvia. Jicho watana, kunera ketinito para mas nucho.
Alright, follow me out.
Great King no una.
Come on, Squidward. Thank you. Oh, come on, dude. There, you're in the doorway.
Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura.
Good luck,
The
dude.
Jedi Code is still alive and well. If you say so, I'm not sure I believe it.
There's a lot of people who need help in the galaxy. If we stop to help each one, the Sith are gonna be on us faster than anything. Let's just accomplish our mission first, then worry about everyone else.
Wait, he sounded like he wasn't very impressed, but gave me the influence anyway. Cool people don't look at explosions.
Let's go.
More where that came from.
Take them down.
More where that came from. I hear you. More where that came from. Time to even the odds. Time to even the odds. Let's settle. Just say the word.
Twi'lek's self-motivated physical education program. That's a lot of battle droids. Now I don't have to fight them. And that's not a real door.
What's going on?
This droid has been damaged and does not appear to be functional.
No, that was worth it. They definitely had planned more content. Oh, great. There's turrets in there. I can talk to the turret, but I can't fight the turret.
Yeah?
Why do I have the feeling I'm going to be able to fight that turret soon?
How do you like that?
More where that came from. More where that came from. Everyone down!
Do. Take care, Mark. Have a good night. Ignition codes. We're good to go. Now we just have to get to the shuttle. Oh, look, there's a dead robot on the floor. The stress must have been too much for him. How he got past those two mines, I will never know. He just magicked himself past. And wasn't there a mine right here? And right here? I think it arbitrarily took a couple of mines that he stepped on, being he was off camera when it happened. Ooh, powered light battle armor. More grenades. It's a shame that this thing doesn't give you any loot. And we're good to go.
Statement. We have arrived too late. The target has evaded us. We must pursue it. Observation. You've likely escaped aboard the orbital shuttle that has been docked here. The Bay Control computer likely will have a record of their departure. Query. Have you discovered anything about the shuttle's course? Answer. I have managed to track the shuttle's movement across the SHIELD network. However, the SHIELD network does not stretch over the polar region, which was the shuttle's apparent destination. Statement. Dispatch a unit to the polar region with the last known coordinates and approximate path of the shuttle. They will not escape us again.
Well, this can't be any worse than last time. So that's the hole in the SHIELD network, huh? Doesn't look like much to me. You've got to be kidding me. It's not my fault.
Egotistic praise. An excellent shot, even with the prevailing winds. I couldn't have done it better myself. Field assessment. I picked up on the heat forms of the Jedi and her allies. Activate the mines and prime the self-destruct sequences.
Yeah, HK has got that personality that people loved him so much in this and the original that they added him to the
It is good to see you intact. We were concerned
MMO.
down your shuttle would damage you.
Although they added
Quick
HK-51
clarification, But now that
technically.
we have found you, we hope
And this
that we
is
can
HK-50.
facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum.
Hey there,
Put
Ranger.
an end to hostilities. Self-evident answer. Wherever you try to run, we will be there, armed and ready. Rhetorical query. So the query you have posed to us is one we put to you. What are you doing here, we wonder? Chiding statement. Oh, Jedi, there are as many of us as are needed to capture or kill our targets. Egotistical boast. And there are far more of us than any one Jedi. Destroy one of us, and more shall rise from the wreckage. Unnecessary threat. And our attack protocols are more than a match for you and your allies.
I hear you.
You didn't do your force thingy like I told you to.
What is it?
Yeah, no kidding, she's down.
Ratio achieved.
Whoa! Actually, no. get myself some more feet. Retroactive, yep. Make me even tougher to kill. And now, I can have Destroy Droid.
Failing, Master. Systems failing, Master. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Systems failing, Master.
More HK parts. You know what?
What is it?
Heal your damn self. It's actually, for a Star Wars fan like myself, really fun. My wife likes it too. Unfortunately, the free-to-play model doesn't really work as well with it because of the limitations they built into the game.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
It's like 5 or 10 years for the KOTOR to KOTOR 2, but it's like 1,000 years till the MMO.
I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense people come to no harm.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the Academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean?
We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
She's probing him.
With
Deeper.
the fear
Deeper.
is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? And there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If she is
Revan
a
was
Jedi, she
KOTOR
will
1.
forgive. And if she is not, she will not care.
You can't tell her.
And he comes back
Please.
in the MMO.
I'm asking you. I don't
Sort of.
want her to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this
Show
woman
us
we
on the
travel
doll
with
where
is.
she probed
Even one
you.
such as you can feel it. You will serve her until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Djarik can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one.
If you pay attention
Your
to
thoughts
all the
difficult for
official
even one
stuff
such
that's
as
coming
I
out
to
of
read.
Disney,
I suspect the
a lot
self-loathing
of the
that
EU
squirms
is
within you
worming
gives
its
you a
way back
curious
into
strength.
the
Your
official
spirit,
canon.
as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
Oh, Sarkinator, thank you very much for coming in. And yes, I happen to think that this is one of the best games ever made in the Star Wars legacy. It's no flight simulator. It's no TIE Fighter. X-Wing was okay, but TIE Fighter was really the better.
I did not expect to see
Space
you
combat
again after the day
game.
of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why? Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hall. It is not your ship. Unless you're admitting to the destruction of the Paragas mining facility. Ah, an accident. Something beyond your control. You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done? No, your crime is much more than that. Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain
I hadn't
its
heard her
orbit.
make
It will
an
crash
announcement
into the
that she
planet
was
and
stepping
its
down.
destruction will echo across 20 other worlds. Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
I'm unsure about KOTOR 3. I'm reserving judgment until we get an actual look at what the studio is offering.
So you still hold to your flawed convictions. If you think to anger me, you are wrong. How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will. But when your actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for it. The Sith? What do you mean? You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. Tell me, where did you encounter them? Paragus? What would they want there? They can't have been looking for you. You. If they thought you were Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here. You offer your aid after turning your back on me, on the Council. The Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that, something you never seem to understand. Perhaps. But if you help me, it cannot be done from here. There are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can find them, gain their trust, perhaps our defenses shall be stronger for it. Take your ship, seek them out. If you find them, encourage them to gather on Dantooine. From there we can call a council and see what can be done. Then I shall send you on your way. It is now time for you to depart.
We shall remove her, mistress. Come with us. Are you all right, mistress?
The exile reminded
no,
me of something.
Sarkinator, I am going with a canon
Forgive me, mistress,
playthrough, which
but I
makes
must
me
ask,
light side.
The exile. I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Was she important to you once?
We all have our heroes, and when we watch them fall, we die inside. She made a choice once, and I did not. The day we judged her, I stood in the chamber, and she was so right. She was so certain of it. I doubted myself, but not now. She will never make me doubt myself again. But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
I'm already well into the light side playthrough. Alright. See, I'm already almost maxed out on light side, so not gonna be a opportunity to get Han Rahar, or however you say his name. love how she lets me just walk around and take whatever I want. This one just stands in here and looks at a computer. Alright, I want to get that droid when it's time to go. I think that the others are in here. Yep.
Did you find what you came for? There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still. I see it now. The act has left its marks. Be warned. Unresolved events from our past can create wounds in the present and the future. And more importantly, they can distract you, weaken you. It could prove fatal against the enemies we face. There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious. No, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive. Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained. Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force. Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive. Very well. Let us depart. He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
I am sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash. I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we? This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use. I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship. Very well, General. I will await your arrival.
Map room is completed, so I must have been in there already. Yep. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna empty everything that you guys own. Oh, they really don't have much, though. Two of those. They must not be very good if there's two of them. Okay, let's save. Let's see this stuff that I just picked up. Trandoshan sword. I'm on 2 to 12. The bonus here is from add-ons that I put on there. 5 to 16. Wow. Why do I not have a gun? Oh, I was temporarily captured. Okay, and he's the guy who can wear heavy armor, if I'm not mistaken. Defense bonus 6. That's defense 8. But gives him a 25 resist on sonic. Haven't been a lot of sonic weapons, but Beodur cannot wear this. He can wear that. Let's see how that works out for him.
You are the exile, the one Atris warned us about. She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
I do still have it. I haven't played much in the last year. For a little while we had a subscription, so me, my wife, my daughter, and my son-in-law were playing. But we decided to cut that expense because we're saving for as much as we can for the pandemic, being my wife's out of work and my daughter lost hours.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side. Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up. Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force. So it was a matter of choice then. If Atris has erred in her evaluation of your motivations, it might be best to inform her.
I'd rather jab myself with a Bothan stunner.
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation. Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all. Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion. Perhaps it may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression. You may ask. I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others. I do not wish to discuss it. If there is something else you wish to ask, you may do so. There's no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that. It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust.
Seems
There
pretty
is no
sensitive
such trust
to me.
between you and I, and such trust takes time. You may ask. She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
Okay, now we're in the loop if I keep going there.
Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like? Please, I wish to know.
It is like a cloud, a mist that drifts from living creature to creature, set in motion by currents and eddies. It is the eye of the storm, the passions of all living things turned into energy, into a chorus. It is the rising swell at the end of life, the promise of new territories and new blood, the call of new mysteries in the dark.
I see. Thank you both. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
Why have you approached me?
I want to
These women
pick a
look alike.
fight.
Not like I'm complaining. I mean, it's interesting.
They are Ichani. It is not unusual for their children to share similar features from the same parents.
If you have a reason for approaching me, speak it. You may ask. We serve the Jedi, and we watch. Atris is the only Jedi here, this is true, but the Mistress will bring others in time. You are no Jedi. Atris has made that clear. When you went to war, you gave up the mantle of the Jedi and became something else. I assume you meant no insult. It is forbidden for us to become Jedi. Even if we possessed the awareness of the galaxy that the Jedi possess. We are here because we are not Jedi. That is our purpose. We have taken an oath to never follow the teachings of the Jedi, only to watch those of the Order and carry out Atris's will should it be necessary. Atris believes the new Jedi Order that shall arise here will need to be guarded and watched by those not touched by the Force. She thinks it will give balance. Atris is the one we serve, and she guides our actions. Atris is trusted. She has watched Jedi rise and fall and knows the ways of both paths to see the signs when they begin. She is a worthy one to judge the Jedi when the Jedi refuse to judge their own. And therein lies her strength. We have known Atris many years, and she has shown much wisdom. Atris is the only Jedi here, this is true, but the Mistress will bring others in time. It is possible, but if so, your road of atonement shall be a long one. You may ask, we share the same father, and we all bear the face of our mother. It is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders. As I have said, it is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders. If you seek to raise anger in me, you will fail, exile. I tolerate your presence only upon orders of the Mistress. She did not order me to endure your questions. One cannot take back an action, and often apologizing for it only compounds the insult. Simply drop the matter and be silent. You may ask, I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place. Oh yes, we train extensively in various combat styles, and we have not had another target for some time. You may prove a pleasant diversion. Very well, follow me, and we shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teachings. Before we begin, are you familiar with Achani traditions?
I'm on a PC Ranger.
All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose. Also, this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight, and we shall do the same. The fight will be with hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or other items. Also, do not call upon any Jedi techniques during our contest. If you do, then the battle will be over. In turn, I will not use our higher forms, for this is only an opening battle between us, a test of each other's strength. Then let us begin.
She is kicking my ass.
You have fallen. Seek one of us out when you wish to fight, and we shall honor your request.
What is it?
Love to know how she was kicking my ass so thoroughly. Yeah, I had it on the Xbox, and that's what I was playing on before we went to Iraq. And then I got a copy of it for PC while I was in Iraq. And I just recently picked it up from Good Old Games. Not a bad price. It was only like $6 or $10. It was one of their sale things. The game has been on Good Old Games. It's been patched for stability. It's also available on Steam, but the stability patch has not been done, and it has a tendency of crashing, especially during cutscenes.
Have you returned to fight again?
Yes, I think
Very
I have
well.
a plan.
I shall honor your request. It shall be the same as before. Hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or any other items. And no Jedi techniques. Are you ready? Then let us begin.
Well, that didn't work like I thought it would.
You have fallen. Seek one of us out when you wish to fight.
Yeah. That should have worked. Because they always back up when you get up against them. She should have backed off the mat.
Have you returned? Very well. I shall honor your request. It shall be... Then let us...
This will teach you.
She just stepped off. She's off.
You have fallen.
Yeah, if you call upon a force, you get disqualified.
Seek.
You know what? I'll fly back here and beat the crap out of it. Regenerate Force 1. I'll toss that on. Get my... my pew 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 laser pistol. Yeah, they actually worked it out correctly that you always automatically fail if you use the Force. Which is, you know, that's fine. I have no problem with that. But what they didn't do was... And I know I've forced her off the mat the first time I played. I think somebody may have... when they did the stability patch, they may have also patched it so you couldn't force them to back off the mat. Oh, I could console command myself into God mode and then win the fight just by wearing her down, but I'm trying to not cheat. The temptation is there, but I'm trying to not cheat. The Echani are force resistant. Patrick! You're not missing all the fun. You still got some of the stream left. Caspa, welcome aboard, sir. See if there's another thing. Is there another thing to get stuff out of? Nope. Okay, this can have underlays, so let's find the one that he was wearing. I think it's this one, right? No. It has to be that one. But he's... Oh, I gave the one with the bio restore to Beodor. Now I remember. one of these blades has upgrades. Okay. That's the better armor to be wearing, in my opinion. I'm a lot more gray in lore, lot ranger. But yeah, chaotic good's a good way to describe it too. Alright, let's see if the cutscenes are working tonight. We're taking off from the plateau and off into space. And you apparently did not see
Well, now that we're off that
cutscenes.
Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
Yeah, for the greater good, exactly. I'm more of a Tau than an Imperial.
What does the machine say? We seem to have found it.
This part is supposed to be in engine, so you should be able to see this part of the cutscene. Aesthetically, the Tau would fit right into the Star Wars universe, too.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
It is good you recognize this. It means you will understand why you must leave us. We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here. They're the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Much defiance in that one.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there. More like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. He speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no Jedi. She walked Revan's path, but she was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her depart. She will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done
Ranger,
with her,
yes,
Atris? Be mindful
Cow
of your
from
feelings.
40K.
This is not Revan who
played
stood
them
before you.
for...
This one walks.
No,
a
since they were
different path.
first released.
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as if she was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and she cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told her the truth. A Jedi deserved to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be healed. Until then, she must accept her journey.
But she may never discover the truth, and she will never know why we cast her out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore? That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that. I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete. I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need. I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal, Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor. Yeah? How many credits? Got a minute?
I'm a little busy here. What is it?
Won't take more than a minute.
All right, that'll work. While you talk.
Look, your friend, the Jedi, you know her from way back, don't you? How much do you know about her, really?
Her? You mean the general? Yeah, during the war. If that's what you mean by way back. Can't say I know too much about her, though.
Better than anyone else on this ship. Just give me your opinion, okay? And don't laugh.
I'm trying to work here, Hatton.
I was just wondering if you thought maybe she and I might...
You're being serious.
You said you wouldn't laugh.
You are being serious. Hatton, she was a general. I was just a tech. Your guess is about as good as mine.
Well, what's your guess, then?
I'm getting back to work.
Hey! I'm being serious here. You're laughing at me? I'll put you on the scrap heap, you walking tin can.
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at
yeah,
you.
The Space Marines, you can build a pretty good force for... I mean, a fairly good force
That's
for
what I'm
about
talking about.
$100.
That is not normal droid behavior.
It's a skirmish force. It's not going to be a full army, but don't spend a lot of money before you know that you like it.
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade
Patrick, your best bet is
functionality.
to look at all the different chapters and find the chapters that go with a theme that you like. And then there are chapters, and then there are sub-chapters. And the whole idea is there's no set limit on the sub-chapters. And if you pick the right parent chapter, you get to pick up their traits.
Good. Now let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot.
And yeah, a copper on navy blue, you'd probably be looking for an Ultramarines chapter. Okay. Save the game.
Hey, General, are you all right? You look like you've been standing too close to one of my shield generators. Was there something you wanted me for? If the Republic would just rein Zerka in, there'd be no problem. But as long as Zerka is allowed to undermine the Ithorians' efforts, Telos will remain dead. I can't take seeing my work being used by those bloodsuckers. But there's nothing I can do about it, so let's talk about something else. Something else I can help you with? Let me see what you have. No, you're still missing an emitter matrix and lens. Something else I can help you with? Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape.
Where is... Oh, there he is.
T3, you have been with us since Terrace. Without you, we would never have escaped that place. And for that, I thank you. I'm leaving this message inside you because I have seen glimpses of the future. And the bond that he and I share does not allow him to hide everything from me. More of his memories have returned, and they trouble him. He has remembered something. Something on the edge of the galaxy, and he believes that he must go there to end it. But I am afraid for him. Afraid that he may not return. I need you to be the beacon, T3. If he is lost out there, on the edge of the galaxy, if he finds whatever
Necrons
terrible
would be
thing
a
he
good
has seen,
fit with that
then he may not survive.
copper
If
with
he
a
doesn't make
highlight
it
of
back,
navy
then I need
blue.
you to return to the Republic. Find help. If you cannot find me, then seek out other Jedi. The Republic, I can't lose him, even if he believes he is protecting me.
I started playing Imperial Guard, I moved to Tau, and I have played Space Marines and Necrons before. Hey, Dawn. That's why I always like talking to the droid. I can upgrade him.
You have grown strong in the Force. I can feel its touch upon you. Do not let the higher mysteries blind you to others. Turning away from that which tempts you or causes you fear is not strength. Facing it is. I have seen you display many acts of mercy, charity in our journey. Why? Even if it weakens those you help, even if it robs them of the strength needed to grow, you have been chased, hounded since our first meeting, and it has only made you stronger, more capable. Ah, then you have learnt nothing. From such small things, from such critical points, the universe and its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do, and in every choice you make. Aiding them gives you strength by taking on their challenges, but weakens them. If that is your choice, then use their dependency, feed upon it, until you have exhausted them. Then leave them. And I would view the ones you travel with much the same way. So you may think, but it will be best to strike first. Your allies are allies by circumstance, and they will not hesitate to do the same to you if you continue down your path.
Stuff it in your stump, old woman.
You know, I noticed a glow before, but now it's bright around you. You've come a long way since Paragus, and despite all we've been through, you seem a lot better for it. It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too. Alright, what did you want to know?
I do not want to play cards with that man. think we have talked to everybody on the ship. And we're gonna need to choose a destination. This is Telos. Okay, so this is Paragus. For some reason we're being shown at Paragus. We're not there, we're there. Nar Shaddaa, Onderon, Dantooine, and Korriban. Next week, we will choose a destination, or by next week we will choose a destination and go there. I'm gonna cut off just a little bit early tonight. It's been a little bit of a draining day, and I'm going to take a little break, and then I'm going to see if I can find myself a ship to sail for a few hours so I can take out some frustration on some skeletons. I appreciate everybody coming in and staying with me for the almost 3 hours that we've been playing tonight. I hope that everybody's having a wonderful day. I hope that everybody is healthy and that the weather is treating you well. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and make sure that you have a good day. Good night, all.